Once upon a time, in a small town called Gilan, there lived a young boy named Abdul. Abdul was a kind and intelligent boy who loved learning about the world and growing closer to God. He lived with his mother, who was a wise and loving woman. One day, when Abdul was 18 years old, he told his mother, "Mother, I want to go to Baghdad, a faraway city, to learn more and become a wise and good person." Though she was sad to see him go, his mother knew that this was important for Abdul. She gave him a small bag of money and sewed it into his coat to keep it safe. Then she hugged him tightly and said, "My dear son, I have one important piece of advice for you. Always speak the truth, no matter what happens. Never lie, even if you think it might help you." Abdul promised his mother that he would always tell the truth, no matter what. With that promise in his heart, he set off on his journey. As Abdul traveled towards Baghdad, he joined a group of other travelers. They walked for many days, talking and sharing stories. But one day, as they were passing through a forest, a group of robbers jumped out from behind the trees. The robbers were rough and scary, and they started taking money and belongings from all the travelers. When a robber came to Abdul, he asked, "Do you have any money with you, boy?" Abdul remembered his mother's words. He was scared, but he knew he had to tell the truth. So he looked at the robber and said, "Yes, I have 40 gold coins sewn into my coat." The robber was surprised. No one else had told him the truth. He thought Abdul was joking, so he called over the leader of the robbers and said, "This boy says he has gold coins sewn into his coat." The leader of the robbers was curious. He came over and asked Abdul, "Why did you tell us about your money? You could have lied. We wouldn't have known." Abdul looked at the robber leader and said bravely, "I cannot lie. My mother told me to always tell the truth, no matter what happens." The leader of the robbers was shocked. He had never met someone so honest before. He felt a strange feeling in his heart, a feeling of shame for all the bad things he had done. The leader thought about his own life and realized that he had been living in a bad way, hurting others and taking things that didn't belong to him. The robber leader looked at Abdul and said, "Your honesty has shown me how wrong I have been. I want to change my life and become a good person, just like you." The leader of the robbers decided to give up his life of crime. He told his men to return all the stolen goods. He asked Abdul to pray for him so that he could become a better person. The other robbers, seeing the change in their leader, also decided to change their ways. Abdul continued his journey to Baghdad with a happy heart, knowing that his truthfulness had helped the robbers see the error of their ways. When he finally arrived in Baghdad, he studied hard and became a wise and respected man. People from all over came to learn from him, because they knew he was a man of great honesty and wisdom. And so, Abdul's mother's advice stayed with him throughout his life, guiding him on the path of truth, and helping him become a light for others.